Hello, Mr. Nelson. I'm doing a project for Mrs. Simmons' English class about the cellist Jacqueline Dupree, and I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about your career as a soloist. Thank you for making time for my interview. What brought you to your success as a solo cellist?
It was a lot of practice, and also a desire.
What setbacks or obstacles did you encounter?
I found that there are always going to be people who are better than you, and sometimes they will be younger than you. Being a soloist is also very competitive, and I knew about my limitations.
Did you have family support?
Yes, I did, especially from my mother. She would drive around 100 miles every Thursday for my piano and cello lessons. Now that I look back, I really appreciate her sacrifice.
At what moment did you realize your success?
In college at Rice.
What is a typical day as a soloist like?
Hours of practice, maybe 4 to 6 hours a day. Then I had 2.5-hour orchestra rehearsals.
What was the most important thing you learned along the way?
I learned not to look at younger people as obstacles. Instead, you should learn from them. In fact, you should learn to work with anyone under any situation. I also learned that persistence is the key to anything.
Do you have any regrets about any choices you might have made?
No, because I think that the choices I made all contributed to who I'm today.
Were you ever influenced by Jacqueline Dupree?
Oh yes. Everyone wanted to be like Jacqueline Dupree.
What stood out about her to you?
The way she played was touching. She was successful in a time when women weren't successful. She broke that barrier. I believe she was the top cellist in the world, and if she were still here today, I don't think Yo-Yo Ma would be as influential. Her quality of playing was also very distinctive. Jackie was very private, and Yo-Yo was very open.
When did you start playing the cello?
I started playing in 6th grade.
Did you excel, or were you slow at starting out?
I think I excelled.
Did you ever feel any resentment from the other kids because of your skill?
I'm not sure about resentment, but I do remember that I didn't quite fit in.
Did you have any siblings that were musically gifted as well?
I was very jealous of my older brother. He was a 4-year all-stater for viola.
Do you think that your parents invested more in either you or your brother more than the other?
I feel like they invested equally in both their talent, although my brother always tells me that he feels they invested more in me.
Is there anything else you'd like to add that would contribute to my project?
I think that Jackie's contribution and legacy was that she introduced people to classical music and got them to really appreciate it. She also broke the barriers for women and had the personality to do so. She was very stubborn and headstrong, which is what you needed to survive in the music world then.
Thank you so much. Your answers have really helped me gain a bit of understanding of how Jacqueline might have felt during her career.